Movie Holics!
The power of panic compels you! Ow!
Trailer trash!
So today, we're taking a look at another sequel that nobody wanted, Ghostbusters. Now, before you say,
But Kyler, I thought the trailer was pretty good.
riddle me this. How is it possible that we can advance technology by 30 years, yet the overall image quality regresses? Take a look at some of the images of the ghosts from the original film. Go ahead, take a look. Here are some right here. If you'll notice, they all feel like they're real within the frame. They all look as though you could touch them. Clearly, we know that there's some visual trickery going on, but for the most part, they feel real. Now, let's take a look at some of the ghosts from this film. CG, 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 CG. And while granted, it's not bad or terrible CG, it doesn't look as good as its counterpart from 30 years ago.
But Kyler, all of the ghosts that are people were actual people with CG added in post.
Doesn't fucking matter. It still doesn't look as good as it did 30 years ago. End of story. Let's watch this trailer. It opens up by calling out the first film. Now, to be honest with you, I really don't understand why the preview's doing this. It doesn't appear that the film does, at any point really, so it would make no sense that the preview calls out the original film. We all know it's a new team. I mean, if they opened a scene with Bill Murray, like, passing on the metaphorical torch, then that would have made more sense to me. Call it out. But, again, we already know it's a new team. So who cares? Let's move forward. You're wasting screen time.
It's a class 4 operation. It's okay. She seems peaceful.
Peaceful? Did she say peaceful? I don't think so.
My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics.
So this is basically just the same scene from the first film, recycled.
Ready? Get her!
Which tells me two things. Not only is this film going to be lazy, it's probably going to be wholly unoriginal. See, this is a good representation of what I'm talking about. See how real the stuff hitting her looks? Now look at its source. See how real it doesn't look at all? The slime looks like it's really there on set. The ghost does not. Just step to the left, I beg of you. I mean, who's just gonna sit there and not try to move?
That stuff went everywhere, by the way, in every crack. Very hard to wash off.
And now she has a gift that keeps on giving to every single guy she has sex with.
We have dedicated our whole lives to studying the paranormal. Now there's sightings all over the city.
And once again, this is basically just the original film, yet 4 guys who studied the paranormal with no real proof that the paranormal existed, and suddenly ghosts started to appear. This time we're doing it with girls.
There are people out there that need our help. Holtzman, you're a brilliant engineer.
Yeah, we get it. Egon is smart. For those of you who don't get the reference, you don't deserve to see this film.
No one's better at quantum physics than you. We can provide a real service.
Oh look, Melissa McCarthy doing something stupid, like she does in every film.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York.
Cue unexpected sidekick who doesn't know anything about the job that they're wanting to do, but they're gonna do it anyway. Oh, and her name is Winston.
And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
You didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
Oh, shut up, Vinkman.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you
I'm
want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
The one positive thing that I'll give this trailer is the beefed up song. I dig it.
Someone is creating a device that amplifies paranormal activity.
Someone is creating a device, or someone has created a device that's amplifying paranormal activity? Because it certainly looks to me like they've already done the deed.
And we might be the only ones who can stop it. Holtzman, come on.
The hat is too much, right? Is it the wig or the hat?
Gotta throw in that tall ghost that towers over the city, right? Also, Sony, just because you lent Disney Spider-Man for a very large sum of money doesn't suddenly give you the right to just use Aladdin whenever the hell you want. She just licked her gun. Oh, so not only can Melissa McCarthy hit ghosts with whatever's in her hand, but ghosts also experience the effects of gravity.
There's a bigger picture at hand here. These ghosts can possess the
In case an all-female cast just wasn't enough to get the ladies in the seats, let's add some man meat, am I right?
form.
How hard do you think it was for her not to make a fart joke during this scene?
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar! Get out of my friend, ghost!
Ow, that's gonna leave a mark.
The power of pain compels you!
Ow!
If I wanted to save my forehead the pain, I could just use the original take. But I hate it too much. So, takeaways. Rather than the intelligent humor that we got with the first movie because of its genius writing, we're likely going to get a movie hell-bent on slapstick comedy, which, by the end of it all, is going to make you feel cheap and used.
Trailer trashed.
If I were you, I'd skip it. I'd stay as far away from it as possible. I don't want to review it, to be perfectly honest with you. I might, the time will tell, but I really don't want to. I'm sure there are some of you who disagree with me though, and I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments section below. Are you likely to see this movie in the theaters? Wait for DVD, wait for Netflix, or wait for TV? Or are you never going to see this movie like my inclination is? Again, make sure to let me know in the comments section below. As always, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud. Go to movieholics.net. Check us out there. I'm going to go see a doctor because I might have caused myself a concussion. Deuces.
Trailer trash.